so I'm with Billy from the Game Chasers. What's going on, man?
Not much, not much. How about yourself?
Doing good, dude.
Good.
So we are at the Retro Palooza Swap Meet here in Arlington, Texas. Pretty sweet setup. We got how many vendors here? What?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
There's a lot of toys and gaming goodness, so it's awesome. So I'm going to talk about the Game Chaser movie. So Billy, can you give us any information and what are you guys doing for the movie?
So we decided that we wanted to translate our show into a movie form, a full-blown feature-length movie, professionally made by professional cinematographers, actually going into a theater. And so we started to do that process. The script has been written. It was worked on for a good year before we actually launched the Kickstarter. And about 6 weeks ago, we finally launched the Kickstarter on it, and we're almost at the goal. So it looks like this thing is going to be funded, and we're going to make an awesome movie.
That's amazing. So how many days do we have left on the Kickstarter?
Currently speaking, I think we have 16 or 15.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to leave that link down below so you guys can go and support this awesome movie. I'm very excited. So can you talk about anybody that might make an appearance in the movie?
So if you've watched the Game Chasers show, you've come to expect certain cameos from certain people. A lot of those people are going to be in the movie themselves. From Eric to Norm to Game Dave to people like, if you've seen them on the show, there's a good chance you're going to see them in the movie as well. It's think of the show times 100. So it's not too much of a deviation from what you've come to love.
That's awesome. So this whole thing gets funded. How long are we looking at for things to start rolling?
So the movie making process is extremely tedious. So I have to proceed on certain things before we can even begin to even think about filming.
Right.
I have to hire certain positions. I have to get schedules and budget and lawyers and all this stuff made, because this is much bigger than anything we've ever done before. This isn't us just going out with a camera at a flea market and putting up a YouTube video. This is official. This is an official movie. So I have to do business officially. I have to go about things the right way, the legal way, the correct way.
Right.
So that means involving a lot more people with a lot more expertise than I currently have.
Right.
So once all that stuff is laid down in the groundwork, and I know we're going to get these funds so we can actually pay people to do it, I'm hoping that we can start filming in the summer, around the July, possibly June, but probably July through August, somewhere around that time frame.
That's awesome. Very good. So filming location-wise, do you guys have anything planned out?
So it's a road trip movie. So that means we're going to be going to a different out-of-state location.
Okay.
However, that doesn't mean we're going to necessarily be filming on said location. We're going to employ a lot of movie magic to make it look like we're at certain places, but more than likely most of the movie, I would say a good 95% of it, is probably going to be filmed in the Texas area.
Okay, awesome, very good. So as far as like CGI and all that goes, you've been talking to a few people, or?
We have Yoshi Vu, who has credits on The Walking Dead, The Orville, Star Trek, the new Star Trek movies. No, but this guy literally works out of LA. He wants to work on it. And I've seen his work. His work is absolutely amazing. And we have somebody from Lucasfilm who's actually going to be. Now he can't officially work on it, quote unquote, because the legality. But we're not a competing business,
right? So
he said that I could actually say it. There was a while there that he was working behind the scenes, and we couldn't say anything about it, but. He was like, okay, you can mention it, so I'm going to mention it here. David from Lucasfilm, he's going to be out working on it as well. Now, it's not saying that this movie is going to be an effects-laden, crazy movie that's going to need a lot of CGI, but there are going to be CGI elements that we need that we just can't do in the camera.
That's awesome.
So they're going to be involved in that. And there's also, CGI isn't just like aliens and, planets and crazy stuff like that. It's also, if we're shooting at a specific location, we want to make it look like a different location. There's this thing called set extensions where they can make it look like, you know, mountains in the background, or like they could take a storefront and make it a completely different storefront, or take wires out. There's so many uses of CGI that a lot of people don't realize, because it's the point of it is to not be noticed,
Right.
to make it look like it's actually in the camera.
Yeah.
So we're going to be using a whole ton of that, because it's actually cheaper to do the CGI than it is to take the entire crew and take it to, say, some location and shoot for a week, you know? So we're going to be using a lot of that.
That's amazing. Very good. Anything else about the movie?
No, you know, we're just going to do our best. You know, we're telling a story that I think a lot of retro gamers can relate to. Right. You don't have to be a fan of the Game Chasers to get something out of it, but if you are a fan of the Game Chasers, then you definitely have a leg up on some of the things that we're going to be going through in the movie as well. So I just hope that, you know, people are entertained by it. That's my end goal. Just have a good time and enjoy the movie.
Yeah, very good. Well, Billy, thank you
so much.
Yeah, for doing this, and yeah, we'll see you later.